Okay, hi. This is the second class of this semester. The first class, I left all, posted all for you to follow. So we didn't move further, uh, simple things. Today also, we're going to move slowly and then later fast. Um, right now, we have only one student with me in person, Capel. Um, So hopefully from next semester, next class, we will have more students joining us in person. Again, I think you already know, this course covers four major topics that most of our students should know. And also if they uh, go through computer science uh, pathway, already know. But cybersecurity program is not only for the computer science background, uh, opened widely, whoever, from where. So this is only uh, the basic course that we need to make sure our students be fully equipped with those four topics. So starting with, well, actually, we start with the database. Um, and together with the operating systems. But today we'll do database. Uh, next, maybe 2 or 3 sessions, we need to finish up databases and operating systems. And then coding in Python, that is for, by the way, did you bring your laptop? Is it your laptop? Yeah. We need to install database and Python.
Yeah, I think
today.
we have.
You already have?
Yeah, last time.
Oh, yeah, right. You will not have any issue. But for those who do not come with us, I need to show how to do that. And then networking is the last topic that we need to do. Coding in Python, um, unlikely uh, back uh, 2 or 3 or longer years ago. This time, AI can do most of the codings much faster and much better than us. If especially the level of coding is a simple tasks can be coded very quickly by many AI platforms. Then there may be the question, why should we still learn for coding? The good question. But without knowing anything about coding, how can we ask the AI to do the coding? How do you know the codes given by AI really works? We do not know, right? And also AI, what AI can do, most likely good, but not 100% accurate from my experience. And also, if uh, the missions that we want to complete is a little bit complicated, then AI also confused to help it. Although we describe perfectly well, AI doesn't do that the way that human or we hope to. But anyway, so at least next couple of years, coding is still very, very needed. And with the experience in coding, we know how to ask to AI to do the work, right? if we do not know any idea about the coding, then we do not know how to describe it. So, well, anyway, that we need to do. That's the number one thing. The other one is cybersecurity for professionals. Anyway, they need to understand and figure out how things are performing in computer and over the network. So in any case, coding skill sets, although you do not continue to the coding job, understanding and a little bit of the improvement to capabilities and abilities are needed. So operating systems, we need to think of, well, the currently three types of OS, operating systems are popular, right? Linux and Unix, that's, this is the most popular. And Windows is next popular. OS X anyway, that is a subset of Linux. So it is not really big difference. Only some of abnormal operating systems, but still widely used, that is Windows. We don't need to understand the Windows much because they're still trying to follow the concept of Linux and Unix in many cases. And also Windows provides you PowerShell. The command that you can use PowerShell is nothing but the Linux. So Windows is a little bit of refugees. But market share wise, Windows is popular. Most of the mobile technologies, your smartphones, so Linux based, doesn't matter Android or iPhone, except Microsoft phone, then all other phones based on Linux. And all smart things. When you say smart electronic devices, then inside the Linux and Unix runs. Smart vehicles. Tesla, of course. If you go to the West Coast, one of those three major cities, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and Phoenix, then you may be able to see Waymo. Waymo is the vehicle is a commercial taxi, unmanned commercial taxi, made by Google.
I saw one new one.
No, there is no.
But I saw one Waymo. I was like,
Oh, is there a?
Yeah, somebody was driving it, but not automatic. Somebody was driving it. Hey,
no, Waymo. One of the restriction of a Waymo is that no one should sit on the driver's seat.
Maybe they were piloting. Maybe I don't know. We're testing. I don't know. But it was like literally the Waymo with branding, everything on the top, right? I was confused.
Yeah.
Picture.
All the corners there is a
exactly.
big cameras, and on top there is a LiDAR cameras. Is
for like
spinning. Yeah. Maybe they need to extend their the markets. Yeah. How many Linux devices running on Waymo? More than 10. So anyway, so what we want to do is we're not going to look into each individual operating systems in this class. Rather, we're going to look at that using Python. Okay, so Python language can look at any of these once Python is installed in those platforms. So you may be able to see this. So concept-wise, we look at the basic theory and simple code. Okay. For the real exercise of a Python is needed, get your Python ready to run at the command line. That's what we'll do, or at IDE, integrated development environment. There are actually two IDEs that I am using. One of them is Paizo. That is a simple light. That is a lightweight IDE. A little bit better IDE is Visual Studio, which is a Microsoft products, but not the general the packages of IDE of Visual Studio, but code only. So we call that Visual Studio Code. I'll show that to you. And there's an online IDE is also possible. The one that we are going to work heavily for the Python, that is a Google Colab. By the way, your name?
Marcus?
Marcus. Oh, okay. Good to see you, Marcus. I do not know why. But actually, for cybersecurity master's program, there are two courses a core, 500 and 505. So we ask students to take those two courses at the first semester. So by completing that, we can go further. But in the meantime, our young professors is now program director. I think he forgot everything. So students take anything that what they want. Those two courses are originally the gateway course. So if students do not pass those two courses, they don't go further. But now students take any courses. I need to,
I do pay one.
that's fine, yeah. How about my course? Is this your first semester? Oh, you're on, yeah, you are on Mercy. Okay. Then you're not, you take some courses with me, right?
This is the only course I'm taking. This is the first one.
Have you taken 455?
Yeah, I have, but I've never had it with you. You're the first time.
I'm the only one teaching 555. I'm 455.
Then I don't think I'm taking it.
That's the secure and intelligent programming. That is
I think I am taking that one.
that is required.
Yeah,
You're not the same marker. I have a couple of markers with me. You're not. I remember Marco because we have a Marco review. Marco means what?
Just the name. It doesn't have any definition.
Usually there is some meaning.
Oh, yeah, but Marco, like in English, Marco, I mean in Spanish, Marco is just like saying things to Mark.
Ah, Mark. What about the caper?
Same. It's like not different expense.
Is it
Like casual name in Nepal.
is it Indian name or
I don't know. I'm from Nepal.
Nepal name?
Like I casual in my area. Lots of people have a similar name.
Most Indian names are like different kinds of god, right?
Yeah,
Indian
exactly.
names.
They're obsessed with gods. Hindu god.
Hindu gods. There are millions of gods, so which one is God? Not bad because they respect each. All right. So Google Colab is the platform that we are going to work when it comes to coding, Google coding. Okay. So that will be maybe from this time, maybe third week or fourth week. So what's that? Database. Two major database softwares available. The best one so far is Oracle. And the next freeware is MySQL. Both are managed by Oracle company. Originally, MySQL was developed by Sun Microsystems. This is the Sun Microsystems. Huh? Yeah, this is Sun Microsystems. Okay. This company was acquired by Oracle's maybe 25 years ago. I remember that, early 2000. This Sun Microsystem is the company which developed the language and software and hardware. One of the well-known software is Java. You know Java, right?
Yeah.
Java is developed by this company, Sun Microsystems. And then they developed the operating systems. So not only operating systems, but also hardware. We call that Solaris. Have you heard Solaris? There's the most expensive Unix operating systems and also hardware. So that is very, very expensive. But anyway, Microsoft, I mean, the MySQL, this is what we want to do, okay? And each instance should install MySQL. That's what we want to do today, installation. And write SQL expressions, a little bit of those, and then code. Code to execute SQL. This is not what we want to do in this level. Code means Python code. Can Python include SQL to execute, meaning access database, and then receive the result from database, and then Python can manage it further. Coding, the basic concepts, all of these basic concepts that we are going to do in this class. Maybe this is not multiple coding. Oh, multiple coding, yes, we do. I thought multiple processings. Yeah, this is all of this will be covered. Setup environment. So web-based. So we're going to work on Google Colab. Python can run on this Google Colab. So there are 3 students, probably they are joining us. Let's see. So learning steps, understands the language statements first, and then we can practice.
Hello.
Hey, Jack.
Hey, what's up, Professor?
You didn't know we were here? Gianni, you didn't know?
I was sleeping, and then I was like, yo.
I think, Gianni, you told them to come here, right? Oh, thank you. Otherwise, they all... Yeah. Welcome back. Yeah. Whatever missing, I want you to follow up from the recordings. This is being recorded, so don't worry about it. We didn't cover any second important things. Yeah, let me check. Kunji, Mohammed, Gianni, Bilal. Oh, very good. So guys, do not, everyone come here in person continually so that we don't really need to record. Yeah, I can record, but
Let's used to sometimes Zoom. So sometimes we can do Zoom on
yeah, let's do. Yeah, particularly if snow is expected next to Tuesday, then I'll tell you to stay home. And there are 3 ways. I can meet you in person in class like this, and the other way is I can meet you virtually, Zoom, which is synchronous. The other one is I can give my lecture and record it like we did the last week, right? And then post it so you can check out whenever you are available. So three ways that we could do.
Video is low key also recording at the same time.
I will record and everything. So in this class, we're going to cover basic coding to object-oriented programming. And sometimes we are working on improvement. What I mean by improvement is you can first make the coding so things being operated. But there's some room that you can improve. Not all the codes are the same, right? Although it works the same task. But yeah, they give you the correct answer. All of those are giving you the correct answer. But the performance, for example, may not be the same depending upon the way that you design, the way that you implement. Performance may be different. So once you complete your codings, then you need to go back, see, hey, is there anything that I can improve? Actually, that is usually one of the simple question years ago when you have a job interviews. Right now, coding is not really the major the skill sets the companies would like to hire you. But still, why then we need to learn codings? So without knowing codings, then you do not know how to ask AI to complete the codings that you want to do, right? So you at least a little bit you have to catch up to the level that you can describe what you want. All right. So that is the improvement. So actually what they do is they ask first, for example, if you have an interview with Google, then phone interview, then they give you mission, okay? Hey, can you code it? This is what I want to do. Can you code it? Then we usually say, in what language? That's it. Whatever language that you know. Okay, then we code, right? Over the phone. Then they wait. Over the phone means many, many years ago when I had that kind of interview, right? Then the person interviewer waits the other side of the phone line. So I take maybe 20, 30 minutes and said, hey, complete. And I said, can you read your code? Then I can read my code. And the next question is, usually, they said, can you improve it? Can you improve your code? If I have a shallow level of skills, then that is only the level that I could do, right? But if I have a depth level of skill sets, then in responding to that type of question, I may be able to do something, right? So that type of things was really popular many, many, many years ago. But fortunately, and unfortunately, right now, because of AI, coding is not really that much important, right? Then what kind of coding is needed now? Simple things can be done by AI. What about the integration? Combine them all. That's still human needs to do. Okay. So bad news to computer scientists right now. You guys are not computer scientists, right? You're cybersecurity professionals. So cybersecurity is much better than in that context, better than computer science. But uh, the new graduates of in computer science major may not be hired because they can do only that simple level of codings. They do not have enough experience, and therefore they are ready to, hey, give me all the code. The thing is, if I have a project manager, then I can give assignments, right? Do this work and another work, another work. I can decompose the big missions into smaller ones, and smaller ones I assign to each of my team members, and then give them maybe 1 week, and then bring them up all. And project manager's role is to collect them all and nicely integrate them and and see how it works. If there's some mismatches, if there's something to improve, then project manager go back to uh, a specific person to improve or to massage a little bit to match or fine tuning. That's a typical procedures of big project management. So right now, because of that, each individual team member's work can be done by AI. Only what the company need is a project manager. Hey, we need a project manager. We don't need any entry level coder. That is what's going on right now. So what you need to do is you need to detour a little bit, bypass, and learn some skills, how to manage AIs, how to describe what I want to in the coding language, and then when AI return back to you, then you can massage a little bit, and you need to first thing that you need to do is to verify the code made by AI. You need to make sure if it is accurate, if it is complete, if it is sound. Okay, topics learned in the codings, then of course basic statement, data structures, actually 3 data structures there, and branch statements, if and else statements, iterative, loop. So we have 2 kinds of loops in Python, for loop and while loop, and object-oriented paradigm, object orientations. So we need to start with the class definitions, which is a template, which is you can think this as a blueprint when you want to construct a building. So this is a blueprint. If we have a blueprint, then so-called design, right? Blueprint, then you can implement it. One in Long Island, the other one in Westchester, maybe the other one in New Jersey, in different color and in different materials, a little bit different size of doors and windows, but all those implementation details can come from the same blueprint. That is what we can do in object orientation. We first define class, and then we need to implement, which means we need to instantiate objects. So each object is on implementation. We need to make an object based upon that template, based upon that blueprint. What is the language that we can make this the object? That is the language init. Init means initialize. Okay, initialization of the class definition. Then outcome is one object. Okay, I can do another initialization of the same class, another object, and another object, and another object. That's object orientation. That's what we do. consideration, how to improve the efficiencies, how fast it can do, robustness, any failures, how to secure the statements. There's a security issues, right? And also intelligent issues. How can you make it intelligent? Intelligence can be defined in two ways. Like AI can give you a code that is intelligent, right? Human can make the code intelligent. Code itself can be intelligent. We call that, we are now still in beginning stage. We call that machine learning, right? Machine can learn itself. Machine could be a code, right? Code, a program that you coded can be intelligent. So far, the program that we code never be intelligent. It's simple, just code. It runs as I designed, exactly the way that I designed. There is no intelligent. There's no there's no adaptation. There's no, it doesn't adapt to the environment by itself. The future is how can you make it intelligent? Therefore, my code can adapt to the environment. There's one example. Right? Network. This is the last topic of this class. That is, we will learn basic concepts and then protocols based upon the 7 layers, 7 network architectures, from physical layer to all the way up to application layers. Each layer, different protocol. Protocol is that some of the rules that can communicate with others, right? That is the protocol. So based upon protocol, how we can code in Python. Everything that we do here in this class is based upon codings, okay? Pythons. So basically, because of the time limitations, we don't do deeper and wider implementing the protocols. We do only 2 things, TCP and UDP. Okay, we implement the TCP communication and UDP communication. Those who do not know, don't worry. Okay. Okay, codings, that is a socket codings. So actually what we want to do is we want to build the client and server, separate program, client program and server program. Each program can be, this program runs for UDP protocol, or this program runs for TCP protocols. So you may be able to clearly see the difference between UDP and CDP. Okay, so now we need to jump into MySQL. MySQL can perform Windows, Mac OS, and Linux, doesn't matter, whichever platform that you have. So I want you to bring your laptop to this class so that you can work with me. The language that we are going to learn or we're going to express, so language expression, the language that we want to express is an SQL. structured query language. Structured query language, actually, that is this declarative language. The expression of database manipulation can be one of those, declarative, procedural, embedded. You may be able to see the difference between declarative and procedural clearly, right? Declarative is this. When you describe something, then you simply say, hey, this is what I want. Simply declare what you want. It describes about what only. On the other hand, procedural language, it includes how also. That's called the procedures, right? Detailed procedures needs to be expressed. That is procedural language. What is an example of a procedural language? Usually, Python is a procedural language, right? We don't simply say to the Python, hey, this is what I want. Then Python does not work. We need to say, hey, on this step, do this, and next do that, and this, and that, and in this order. That's what we need to say. There's a procedural language in Python, right? But SQL is a little different. In SQL, we simply say, hey, this is what I want. We simply declare. Like when we ask AI to code, then we simply declare it, right? Hey, AI, hey, Gemini, or hey, ChatGPT, this is what I want. Please give me a code in Python. Then it can give you a code. Nice, right? Then finally, embedded. SQL language can be embedded in a typical language. We call that host language. Host means your platform. If you have a laptop, Windows or Mac OS, any language that can run on that operating systems, there's a host language. It could be Python, Java, C. So those languages can include SQL. So SQL can be run on a typical, I would say, host language. So you simply compile or run that host language. In our case, take Python 3, Python file name that it runs. That is only what we need to do. But inside that Python executions, you can execute SQL as well. So in MySQL, we will do two things: definition and manipulations. Okay. For definition, we call that DDL, data definition language, and manipulation, then DML, data manipulation language. DDL, then we need to define a database, define a tables. For each table, then we need to populate the data according to the definition of a table. So we populate all the things in my database. So database is ready, stored. Next step is, hey, we need to use it, right? Manipulate. Let's use it. DML. So we need to download the engine. I want you to download this MySQL community. So if you come here, you can say do not download anything but community. If you go to MySQL, then, for example, mysql.com, download. If you click that download, very hard to check, find out, right? Free trial. So don't waste your time like this, okay? You can simply say MySQL community versions, which is the free versions, and download. Then you can see here. That product can be found here, www.mysql.com, where you need to find out products. And one of the products is community. So community edition is what we want. There's a download of MySQL community editions. Community server, probably community server edition. MySQL enterprise. That's too much. Let's see. So oh, this is upgraded already. Server version 9.6. This is community server. Probably something else. MySQL to standard embedded community edition. Oh, this is a community edition. Community MySQL community download. Only, let's see if I click this. No. Free for learning, developing, and prototyping. I think this is it. So download now. Community edition download. Probably this. Oops. What? This is enterprise edition. No, this is not. No. So we need to figure out which one is what we want. I think community server. Innovations. Is this still free? I'm trying to see. I need to make sure that is free. And yeah, let's try to download the recent ones. And then depending upon your platform, my case Mac OS, and select versions could be, yeah, find out your, if you do all, then you can select here again. Make sure your OS, your processor, if it is ARM processor or Intel processor. If it is Intel processor, then x86 and M1, M2, M3 processors, then call that ARM. Mac OS. And then there's a DMG archive or TAR archive, whichever convenient to you. If you want to do simple installation, then DMG archive is recommended. tar archive, if you know well about Linux language, then that is a tar. So what I want to do together with you here, download this and log in. You need to log in, right? I think I logged in already many times. Next. If you do not, then you can okay. Mac OS. Mac OS, if it is one word, it sounds like Marcos, right? There's no R. MacOS. Okay, with that, then I can come here, download, still being downloaded. Currently, the database that I have, I think that is a MySQL 8.0.45. That's what I have right now. Remember the previously, this is 9.6.0 innovation, but there is a here 8.0.45. That is what I have here, 8.0.45, right? January 29th. That is enough, but I want to see what this innovative method included. If there is any difficulties, any issues on this, then I will recommend you to download this 8.0.45. That works perfectly fine, like this 8.0.45. So this is downloaded. So double click that. Double click again and allow and continue. License. Are they going to sue against me? No. So continue. Agree. Okay. Install for all. All right. By default. Install type. This takes space of your computer. Click. The other version, 8.0.45, doesn't give you the warning sign like this. I think this innovation versions really powerful. Possibly it may include some AI components. Fortunately or unfortunately, we'll see. The database, the level of database that we are working on in this class, next couple of weeks, do not go that deeper. Okay, we don't really need that levels. So 4.0.45, that is still enough. The reason I'm trying to do this, let's see what's going on. So install. This is my password, very long, right? Okay. Please enter the password for root for user. This is very, very important. Once you forget this, you'll have difficulties. You'll have some problems. So what you need to do is when you give the root password, because this is still toy, right? It runs on your local, and your laptop is yours, and you do not want to store any significant, any important data on your database. So what I want to do is make it simple. Do not put your the email password. Put the simple ones. What is the simple? Mercy. So I usually put Mercy. So you know my password. In that way, what I'm saying is, hey, Capel, I don't remember my root. Then you tell me? Yeah. Then I'm safe. Why this guy is finished? This is not enough. Reasonable password consists of at least 8 characters that mix letters, numbers. Wow. So 8.0.45, the earlier version, does not care this. This is innovation a little bit, although it is not really. So mercy. Letter, mercy letter, number. Yeah. Huh? Oh, 2026. So I cannot use this next year. 2026. That's a good idea. Mercy. 2026. Mercy 1, 2, 3. Mercy 1, 2, 3. Mercy, is it 8 characters? Oh yeah, finish it came up. Mercy 1, 2, 3. What about Mercy 1, 2, 1, 2? Huh? Hmm. Oh, is that right? Okay, I'll take use. 1, 2, 3. If people cannot recall it, I'll be in big trouble. So he suggests this. Mercy 1, 2, 3. Okay, finish. Install. This is my the laptop password. I do not really need. But still. I do not really need remote access. This guy is maybe innovative additions. Okay, done. So online resource, MySQL reference manual, MySQL.com, Oracle.com, MySQL reference manual. Let's see what it is. No, I don't want. Okay, close. Move trash. Go back. So done. So when I come back here, applications, probably I can see MySQL. Oh, there is no MySQL. But I may be able to see here MySQL, ls-l. Okay, so 9.6.0 installed. And you can see here, if you know the Linux operating systems, like Xiani. So what does that mean, Xiani? I highlighted here. The before going that further, it starts with L. So L means what?
know, like our knows.
I'll take back your grade. What grade did you receive? I remember you. That's fine, but L means the symbolic link. So you see here, there's a symbolic link. MySQL, arrows. Is there anything that arrows? No, only this, right? MySQL. What that means is that when I type MySQL, it goes to 9.6.0. If I want to do specifically 8.0.45, then I need to do, for example, cd MySQL dash 8.0 that. Then I can come here. I think all replaced now. Previously I had. Well, okay, cd local. There. When I say cd MySQL, it goes to here inside of this. So I have here bin files, cd bin, and I have MySQL there, right? So this is the application that I can do. So I can do here dot MySQL minus u root minus p. What is my root? Mercy 1, 2, 3. Then I am in the database, right? So I want to see what database I do have already in my SQL database. Then you just see show databases, semicolon, then you can see those. I forgot how I can show the magnifier, Gianni, on MacBook. Command is a command option and what? I want to show this. This is too small. Huh? Number 8? Command option number 8. No, it doesn't work. That's what I thought. But it works in your case? Oh, you're not. I want to magnify this. You guys do not know? Any Mac user do not know? Huh? Command plus. Oh, thank you. Command plus. Oh, great. Yeah. Clear, right? So you will have an A. No guarantee, but all right, these are there. All right, so what is my next lecture notes? So you install. So I want you to install, okay? I said that keep the root password. And up to this that we looked at, right? And this is the reference as we looked at that. dev.mysql.com/doc, then you can see the MySQL reference. homework, next homework that you can see here. So I want you to do select Jyun as name, then this is the attribute name called name, and the value is John Yoon. I want you to do this, your name, okay? And then screen copy of this and submit. Simple, right? That much that you need to do. That's homework number 2. So MySQL is ready. So next week we're going to do real MySQL. And then Python needs to be installed also, right? So you need to go to python.org, downloads, and then click this, depending upon your platform. I think I did already. Probably I do not need this, right? So I get out from this, it's a quit. Now you can see, no. This is my home. If you want to execute your database from your home, this is your home, right? Then you need to do //local/MySQL/bin/MySQL -u root. User is root. I want to access by password, so -p. Then it asks me to enter the password. Mercy 1, 2, 3. Quit. Okay. Previously I entered the database. I changed the directory all the way to that location where there is a MySQL available. When this is available, and if I am inside that the same folder, if I want to execute it, then the language is this ./MySQL. Then it called this application ./MySQL, and then user root and password. Ziani, what dot means?
Like the father.
Father is a dot. Single dot is me. Okay? MySQL. Why do we need to do this? If MySQL is understand from anywhere, then I could do that. But by default, MySQL is not understood. Gianni, can we make my system recognize the language MySQL? It's possible, right? We can put it in the path by using export. Remember the language export? He lost all. What did you do during the winter break? Still under the snows? Okay. But I do not do that. I do not put that on MySQL into my path expressions. If I don't do it, if I include the MySQL in my path expression, then anywhere in my file system, I can do MySQL. Right? In this case, I didn't do that. Therefore, either anywhere, if we want to execute it, then you need to do this. From the, what is a slash, by the way, Gianni? One single slash.
No, no.
Slash means the top. Yeah, slash. So I want to express the path from top. When I say top, when I see the slash, then it goes top. See here, this is the top things. When I do CD, then I can come back. So this is a top, come back. What is a tilde? Tilde is my home, right? It's a come back my home. So right now I am my home. Like this. When I am my home or anywhere in my file system, I need to execute MySQL by expressing all the paths from the top. So from the top, USL. Under USL, local. Under local, MySQL. Under MySQL, bin. And where there is MySQL command or application or program. And this program requires option user. I want to access my database as a user, as a root. Credential verification can be done by password, so -p. And then we can enter password. Okay? Anywhere in my file system, I can use this. If I step by step get into that folder where there is MySQL, then I can do simply MySQL -u root -p. But reason I put dot slash is because MySQL is not registered in the path expression. So I need to specify it. The way that I can specify here, hey, by the way, let's try to find out from my current, because I am here inside where there is MySQL. From there, I want to run MySQL. Okay, so we put dot slash MySQL. Okay, so this is done. I'm going to close this. Python. Come back here. Python. Download. Then there's a download Python. Exact that ones, right? So click 3.14.2. Yeah, 3.14.2. That's what I have right now, right? So download it and install it. So once you download the Python, then you can do Python 3. Then Python 3.14.2. That is exact. That is the one that we installed, right? 3.2. Quit. Open and close parentheses. Not just quit, but quit, open and close parentheses. Then we can quit it. Why we have open and close? MySQL does not ask you to put open and close parentheses, but why Python? Because Python is a functional programming language, so make it functional. Python 3 is in here, usr/bin/python 3. Python 3 that I installed located here. /library/framework/python.framework/3.14/bin/python 3. Okay. This is the Linux language, right, Gianni?
Mhm.
Don't worry, even if you forget this, but now you can recall, right? Thank you. Huh? The where is, if I have this command is available in my system, then it could, where are the softwares including Python 3 available? Then Python 3 in bin directory, and this is the source code, exactly the one that I have here. And also it has a manual files. If I say which, then which is a command to find out the location where I put this command, then which specific software is running. Then this specific software is running. Well, anyway, so that's installed. Okay, so make sure that is installed. Installed. Now we can use IDE, integrated development environment. For Python codings, personally, I use this. This is a lightweight Python. But there are some others. But officially in this class, we're going to use this, Google Colab. This is the internet. So web browser, you can work on this web browser. More professional way that you can use the Python coding is Visual Studio. Visual Studio, VS Code, or Jupyter. But anyway, these three, like Jupyter Notebook. Python is different. So what can we do? For Python, you can download it. Python.org. Quick start. So install Python IDE, download for Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. So download it and install it. Once you're done, then when I come back here, application, and I have here Python app. So click this Python app. This one is linked to 3.14.2. How can you make? So you need to come here. You have to first register your Python. Currently, if I say Py, this is what I made. This is I name it, right? Py 3.14. And this exe, once you install it, then you can see it. I have two Python versions installed. 3.14.2 and 3.9.6. So you can choose this or that. For the shell configuration, so 3.14, then I chose this. 3.9, I have only 3.14. If I want to add a configuration, right, then I can say 3.9, 3.9, or I can say pi 3.9. I need to choose 3.9. Then under this name, I have 3.9.6. So two different versions are available, 3.14 and 3.9. And I can do done here. Once you configure that, then come back here, click new shell, then I have either choose 3.14 or 3.9. If I choose 3.9, then I have 3.9. If I have 3.14, then I will have 3.14. Depending upon this code, if I want to run this code using this version of a Python, then you need to choose different version of a Python that you can choose. This is a lightweight IDE, particularly for Python. I like this personally. If you like, you can do this, okay? That's using Paizo. Visual Studio, you can download it also. For example, code download, Visual Studio Code. This is a symbol of a Visual Studio Code. This is the Microsoft. Visual Studio itself is a Microsoft. If you click this and go the code itself, then you can see this. So Visual Studio Code, this symbol is subordinate. Anyway, this is the same thing. If you go this and click a few more, then you need to come back to this. Anyway, click this, and then you can download for Windows version or Mac versions, which I downloaded, I think, yesterday. Then, can I see that visual here? No, not here. Code. Where can I get this? I know. Yeah, I have this, but where is it? Yeah, this. But this should be somewhere here. I don't know. But when you install this, then I think you can clearly see. Yeah, this. I did it 3 times, right? Visual VS Code, VS Code, VS Code. They're all the same. So if you click this and double click, yes to that. I think this is self. Yeah. This is self. So you can bring this to this. Then you will get that. Oh, this is different. Oh, same. Oh, why? What? Here again, you have to include this visual code is not necessarily stick to Python itself. It could be C, Java. So you need to figure that, I mean, some of the configuration here. Okay. This is a little bit. Okay, 3 different panels, and here this is for the terminals. Okay. So you can make a new note. I click the new tab. So print hello mercy. But right now probably it doesn't recognize it. Therefore I think I need to apply Python. Huh?
You must run this. You must run the left.
Which one?
You must run on the left.
That's the one.
You have no experience in
Which you remember the extension. Oh,
Which one? Here or this? Okay, here. Thank you. So we can put here Python, right? Python, then Python is already installed, so it'll be picked up. Debugger Python. What is this? This is Microsoft Python. This is not the Python that we downloaded from. But anyway, you can click one of those, then it'll be. Why it is Microsoft Python? Python environment. Python. What is this? Visual Studio. Many different kinds of a Python environment. So you can choose
Oh,
one.
that's the one professor actually.
Huh?
That's the Python.
Which one is it?
The Microsoft one? Yeah.
This? I mean this?
Yeah, this one.
Probably. But my wonder is why is Microsoft under Microsoft name?
Yeah,
It's the same version.
that's the one I have stated.
So how can I
scroll up and touch the page.
scroll?
Scroll up.
Which one?
This,
This one?
remove the terminal. When you remove the terminal,
Where is it?
the terminal, when you remove it,
Yeah,
just close
close that.
close the terminal.
This?
Yeah. Here, if you scroll,
No, it's not.
The
Oh.
agent as well. You put the agent. You put the agent. On the right side, professor, you see the build with agent.
can you close the agent too?
Oh, this?
Yes.
Yes.
It's
Where?
already installed.
It's already installed? Okay. Then how can I run this using that shell?
If you go to files, the top one,
Huh?
the top one, the
Top
one.
On the left side, professor.
On the left side.
On the left. Left.
This
Yes,
one.
that one.
Is that
Okay, go down.
Then,
Maybe the weight on
So you need to save a file first.
yes, we need to create a file, Python.
oh, I have to save that first too? But anyway, you guys know better than me. So you can use this, okay? Oh, this guy is going to save. Don't save. So any one of this possible. Now, where are we going to work? We're going to work on Google Colab. close this. So Google Colab. Google Colab, my case, this is available. But if you do not, then you can see research dot. Now I would say Google Colab. That's why there's colab.research.google.com. So colab.research.google.com. Okay. And if you want to start the new notebook, then you can click that. Then there is a title of that, which is IPY notebook NB, Python notebook. And then actually there are two things. You can do code and text. Same thing, upper and above or below. If you do text, then you can say so that is a text, and here is a code. So you can print hello Mercy. And if you click that execution button, run button, triangle inside a circle, then it runs. I do not need this. Then this is the outcome of that. So we go this. Usually what I am going to do when it comes to Python, I'll give you IPY NB files posted on your Blackboard. Then you can bring up here. How can you bring up? File, and there is upload. So if you go to your file system, where is it? Mercy and 505. Online. And I have a bunch of those, right? For example, this IPY NB. I'll post it on your Blackboard. So what we need to do is, from the Blackboard, you need to download it into your file system, your storage, and go to that location, and then bring that IPY NB files, open it. This is the first thing that you will receive. Okay, so getting ready for this class and homework assignments. So I explained how this works. And then this is a practice when it comes to this, the Python, okay? Today is not for Python class. So actually, this is a file name, right? This can be downloaded from this. So here, download. You can download the IPY NB format or .py format. Actually, when I ask you to submit, I want you to download the .py files. When I grade, I'm not going to grade coming into this Colab. So be careful. Do not include any of these things. But I want you to include only the code. That way I can grade. Do not include any text. All right. So I'll explain that more when it comes to the coding. They will do only we installed the IDE and we installed the Python. We know a little bit about Google Colab. So you can work on Google Colab, web-based Google Colab. When you submit, then you need to download it into your local system. You can work on Pfizer, or you can complete work on your Colab, remove all text, remove all unnecessary code, only portion of that coding list. After that, you can download it, .py file. That's fine. If you do not want, if you want to keep this IPYNB file as is, but want to do the Python only, then coming back to Pfizer and cleaning up in Pfizer. So two things, one or the other. Clean within Google Colab or clean in Pfizer. And make sure that it's a Python file. Python only. The way of putting Python. I think this is what I prepared for today. Any question? Any?
One question. So basically, you have to get like good Python. Make sure we have good Colab and Python, right? And SQL. So we have to have that all installed on our thing for everything to work quite smooth.
Mhm. All the codings in Python will be done on the Google Colab, except if you want to deal with the operating system itself. Remember that operating system is the first topic that we do, right? And also I said we're going to run operating systems in Python, using Python, not looking at the operating system itself, because each one has different platforms. Somebody has a Windows, somebody has Mac OS, somebody may have a Linux. So rather than going into a different platform, we're going to look at it from Python. In order to look at your operating system, Python needs to be run on your local machine, not from Google Colab. Why? Google Colab does not run your local system. Right? Google Colab is cloud. So we're not going to work on Google Colab when we work on operating system. Same thing, when we work on network, we're not going to work on Google Colab because that is a cloud system. We're not going to, we cannot use any network of Google. Can you? No, we cannot, right? We can also only handle network that is available on my local platform, local laptop. Therefore, in that case also, we need to run our Python on our local. Coding itself, we're going to work on Google Colab. All other codings, local. Why? Simply, Google Colab is cloud, and my coding in Google Colab, if it wants to contact my local systems, It's not impossible. But I do not want to go that way. Why it is not impossible? But why we do not overcome that? If we want to do, then we need to open up our laptop to Google Colab. Open. Google Colab should know my laptop. Google Colab can access my local system. Is it secure? No. Is it impossible? No, it is not impossible. It's possible. But we don't go that way. Any other question?
We have that uninstalled from all for like
No, only MySQL. MySQL, because we start with MySQL, and not next week, but in the middle of 2 weeks, then we need to switch to operating systems. Then you have to have your Python available on your laptop. Right?
so
We will go lunch? Okay.
we go Colab. You want to see is that regular email like a Gmail or is it like
Doesn't matter. I do not look at your. That's a good question. There's another question. If we Mercy, if purchase Google Colab, then I can include you all under my authority. Then I will be able to look yours. Be much better, but we don't go that way. Okay? Anybody in markup?
We need that here though next week, right?
Oh yeah, continually here, unless otherwise explicitly announced. Yeah. I mean, we're not going to come here every for 15 weeks. Sometimes, okay, let's relax at home. Okay. See you later.